Hey, welcome back to Europa Universalis 5. I'm Decathlon Gamer, and here we are yet again with another in-between stream. Tomorrow's still the main stream day, but I'm going to throw in a couple more hours again today. Short reason why. So I'm 2 weeks out from not one, not two, but actually three. I'll end up bringing two new series to the channel in a couple of weeks. I'm going to have to make way with schedule a little bit. We are now less than 200 years, or exactly 200 years from the end of this playthrough. I don't know if I can, but I'm going to try to wrap this series up in the next couple of weeks. So it means potentially a lot of extra content, and then a little break, and then back, a few weeks later, a month later, with a new EU5 series at that stage, once we've kind of settled through what is new. So in this campaign, we are on to a civil war, and we are dealing with it rather quickly. We should be back in charge here shortly. Be nice if I knew how many. 242 is all they have left already. So yeah, this will be easy. But it's the Civil War type. It is that type. We're gonna have to either march or carry them over. Oh, and of course I got a castle right there. Let's go ahead and march on into that one. You can't get any further than right there. Oh, there we go. Okay, so new age of absolutism, 3 institutions. We were looking at possibilities for spawning, and the first one, Wetzlar, is where that has spawned. I'm assuming that's like a Eastern Europe. Wetzlar. No, Western. Okay, Western HRE. All right, that's close. That is as close as one could expect. Now it's still going to have to spread out from here and get coastal before it can spread to us. But yeah, it shouldn't take long at all. All right, let's get back on our selection here. Just waiting for that icon to change from a C1 to a march. Into April, should be soon, but the winters are so bad here in the Norway region. All those extra pops have made a huge difference for us, but it's also just been a total pain dealing with the attrition and the inability to move through very, very lengthy winters. I mean, it's 26 April and we still can't get there. It's May. Come on. Okay, well, we can start marching. We can march to as far as here. There it goes. Okay. Clear path. No, 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 no. You're not going that way. We're not going all the way around. There you go. Excellent. Now, we have a huge advantage numerically, so we're going to try to split in half and then just keep things moving along. Meanwhile, at the exact same time, France had their own outbreak, and they called us into it, but they're doing just fine on their own. Excellent. And way up here, that's the new capital. It's July. It's not going to last too long. We've got to get out towards the coast as soon as we can, or at least out of these mountains. Cahokia, 20 research progress. They're catching up a little bit. That's already at +7. Wow. That was fast. September. It's going to be hard to move here soon. Okay. Got the castle. Let's get back down here. Alright, well there's 59 of the revolt. Pop promotion speed, research complete. And we're stuck. It's October. They are stuck in the mountains. Joy. 7 stab. I don't want to lose cultural influence or tradition. It's really hard to assimilate without. Okay, we did get this group at least. And I think we can actually be sneaky and go around. It's going to cost me a little attrition to do this, but better than waiting through an entire winter, which lasts until May, right? Okay, Erfurt. That is also in the HRE. 2 institutions have spawned in the HRE. That is going to give us a nice little boost. So the attrition starts to kick in just a little bit, and that's it. They surrender as soon as we land on the current capital. As for you, we want to bring you back down somewhere. Pull you out that way. Oh, Nazima has flipped. Portugal. Wait. Do we have an actual war going on here? Find out in a second. There's our troops. These guys are... No, they're still stuck in the mountains. We'll go wait in Orland. Or maybe in here. January we were able to get out of those low mountains. That's good. Okay, we are not rushing off to the war right now. We will rush home first. Get a lay of the land, see what's going on. One thing we've done really well recently is fix the economy. We're 85 ducats. We've got plenty of manpower now. With the Civil War done, we're actually up a couple spots from where we were. 37th in the rankings now. I think we'll be on the verge of doing something pretty special. Desmond is nearly done. And there's your peace. It's over. White peace. Okay. Columbian Exchange does offer a opportunity for us. We have... That's right. We have 2 years. 2.5 years. We were halfway through a cycle. We picked up a CB. to try to take on England. We'll be back to full strength here in just a second, so I'm going to have very little concern about any sort of long-term issues. We've added one heavy ship so far. That's not much. Okay, I want to see new map. Yeah, Jaguar eBay. Woo-hoo. This is a lot of impossible terrain, but that's still... It's all Portugal, so Portugal very much Brazil under their control. Other areas are starting to pop up. La Plata. We did get this one done. That's Castile. So very much historical boundaries from the looks of it with, well, looks like Portugal might have extended a little beyond their boundaries. Spain on this side, which then gives them that advantage coming up the west side. That's all us, by the way, if you're new here. Cahokia is the only native still in the area until you get down to the Central American ones. And we will turn our attention to them at some point here, but not yet, not yet. I'm already starting to take control of some of these lands, and we have low control over them. It's kind of hurting the overall, but we're still doing just fine on things. And let me get the port maintenance turned down, save that 20 ducats. We get an idea. How close are we with England now? This one's a constant change. There is a way to still get France in. The advantage is less strong, which means I think England may have made themselves stronger over the last little bit. It's because they've added Aragon. They've added Aragon. Aragon was not in the mix before. We're still a fair bit weaker. Yeah, they've recovered a bit. Regulars and levies have recovered a fair bit, so we are once again a ways behind them, still playing catch up. The overall pops situation is getting so much better, but the general economy and the strength of army not quite there yet. Obviously, we do have some room for growth, for stepping it up here, but looks like another tiny window of opportunity against England has lasted just a short period and gone. Okay, 4 new cores. That's our, it's got to be our integration of Desmond, I'm sure. Yeah, it is. Last one, Blarney, will come through in a turn or two. So how are we looking on the proximity? Did we get anything yet? No, still not quite. We're just getting the proximity down to here and not quite around the other way, but this was a opportunity. They joined a rebellion previously and went ahead and conquered them, because at this point you're going to start getting those constant rebellions. Might be looking into this Columbian exchange here shortly, as you can flip some RGOs and bring them in. And we do have some weak RGOs that could use a replacement with something stronger. But main thing about England is not the army, it's the navy. Because France has them beat on the army part. But, one, if they're distracted by Aragon, they're distracted. And then 2, once they're not distracted by Aragon, if England's navy's too strong, France can't invade. So they can't help us. Let's check in on our progress here on the conversion. It's not something we have looked at. Skullholt's already done. Military revolution, Egypt. Abkhara, that's Egypt. So the last one's a little bit further away, but we knew that that was a very, very high likelihood that they would land that one. Iron output goes up, and there's our heir. Our heir is now 16, and he's okay. 53, 58, 46. Remember, he did have a negative trait, which we offset with the high education level. And so he turned out average. But that means we could put him into the cabinet here, replacing anyone who's on the weaker side, like a 73-year-old who's about to pass away. Let the 73-year-old die on his own, and we'll replace him. Anyway, back to, so Skullholt is already flipped. In fact, it's well past. But how are the others doing? Look at the demography side of it. Yeah, we're on +8, 33%, 28%, +16, so gaining much faster. +62, and at 42%. That's going to happen fast. And Desmond, there he goes, integrated. Lerny also cored. Selphos is at 31%, +9. I think this is the last one for the state. Yes, yeah, that's the last one for the state. +11. Just getting started. 2.8%. Oof. But you'll get the next largest location done here very soon. As for what sort of level of control we're going to get out of there, right now we're pushing control, but 46 ultimately, that one's going to jump here shortly by what, 15, 20%? Is it -10 to +15, something like that? So and with the positive modifiers gone from here, now that that's all core, and that's kind of where we're at on things. Coastal, obviously better as you push in. Actually, this is all technically coastal, so that's not, oh, there is a separate sea tile. Okay, it's one sea tile further in. That's why you're getting a reduction to all of these, as they all have the inland sea. A while ago, Viborg, we were trying to turn Viborg into, it's a city. We were trying to turn it into a naval governor, and not able to do so. Really struggling to figure out why it's a port. It's not connected via land. Not sure why we can't. Now, we could effectively put a local governor in Inverness once we get to 30k. So let me see if I can boost that. Let me get some irrigation. That'll push it out faster on their growth rate, get it to that 30k, turn it into a city. Then you grab a local governor and you get better control all right there. Okay, our heir needs to get married, and let's see, Volgast might be an option. Get that claim, get control of Volgast. I think I like that idea best. Mecklenburg is also a decent option, but probably Volgast. Oh, nope, not Volgast. Not a 59-year-old. I guess we're going for a Juliana von Geff. We need the next heir. We've got a year. We can keep an eye out, make sure that the situation hasn't changed before that. Oh, hey, my integration. Let some months tick by. Sadly, probably back to Agder. It's all really just Norway. Oh, well, all of this stuff too. But we're not gonna get any solid control. I've still never I still never integrated that one. Okay, that's fine. Add there for now, because we will be able to gain control. However, let's check in. How are we doing on our... we got 1.06 accepted culture capacity and 1.64 for the Norwegian now. So getting closer to being able to get a tolerated Norwegian culture and not have those conflicts, those outbreaks of civil war any longer, and be able to get the coring bonus for any and all of that. But still not quite there yet. So production, let's see. More granaries. We want population bonuses. Let's go max into it. We will build all the granaries we can build. Oh, that's all in market too. It's not how I planned that one, but there you go. There we go. The 73-year-old passes. And we're now able to bring our heir, the Crown Prince, into the cabinet. That's going to give me a little additional crown power. Let's see, truces 1641 for these guys. Portugal's 1643. Do I not have one with Norway right now? They have alliances with Lithuania, Teutons, and Volgast. I like that potential setup, and we have no truce. We have no truce. That's an opportunity. But your problem is Lithuania, Teutons, and Volgast, like, they're all connected. So it would be hard to take that one. Development, that's local development in one small place. Do we want to burn 10 legitimacy on something and get rid of that guy, replace him? I'll take the development. Man. Yeah, come on. Crown Prince has been of age for 5 seconds. And he's dead. Strange Fever has claimed the life, and there goes the heir. Mother effing piece of... The family line in this playthrough has been beyond cursed. We've had a single one character in this playthrough that was decent and lasted a while. We are just constantly churning through the royal line. We do have a terrible 26-year-old Lombardia. I want that crown power bonus. We'll take it. Murray will have to convert more slowly. So, how are we looking now on the family line? With the heir gone, we have the elder sister. The Crown Prince, who is 14 and a good character. He is a good character. He's shrewd. So he had a positive trait plus the expensive education. It is working out for him. He is a better character, technically, but still, it hurts. He'll be of age soon enough. Dad's only 37, though. Okay, we have a colony done. Kachokwa. Let me see where. I guess you can make an assumption that it's going to be one of these guys. what was it? Yeah, don't ask me to pronounce that one. Okay, nothing there. This actually could be the last American colony. Oh, I think we're here. Yep, there it is. Okay, so this is our South African one. We are definitely keeping it part of Scotland. We also just picked up a map there. Start the next colony. Again, our goal here is to cut off everybody else. Johannes, hey, welcome. And yes, it's a good week for that. It's a bad week for me in the World Cup, though. The group stage, I didn't see every match, but you used to be able to count the number of matches. It's harder now. 40-something matches, right? 48 matches or so in the group stage. Play everybody once. Anyway, I probably watched 35 to 40 of the 48 matches, or at least parts of 35 to 40, and it was all good. Now in the group stage, I've seen parts of like 2 matches, or the knockout stage. I've seen like parts of 2 matches so far. It's busy times, like spending 6 hours at the hospital yesterday, but hey, my nephew's good, so 4 stitches. I would try the HRE. So I had not tried the HRE yet, and that was in large part because on EU5 release, it wasn't really ready yet. It was kind of that one region that Paradox themselves were like, hey, by the way, here's our situation. EU4, one of my first campaigns, probably my second or third campaign ever, was Bohemia, and I very much wanted to get back to that one, and clearly in EU5, Bohemia is a bit of a powerhouse, but only so much of a powerhouse, right? So I like the idea of a Bohemian campaign. Austria is always an option, or somebody else like a Brandenburg, getting something north so you actually have an exit plan. West is just a nightmare, and you run into France. So the east side is very much your stronger option, but it's just where do you break out from. But yeah, I'd like to try an HRE campaign, and I know that they worked on it for, was it 1.2? But I'm not 100% sure if it's ready yet. I need to do a little research on that. Right now, I'm thinking a China campaign might be in order now that I understand how it wants to make life difficult, but how you can overcome it. I've learned how to play that campaign, potentially. Interested to try. Anyway, so back to what we're up to. Let's see. We already set up the next colony. Yes, I did. We're at 70% there. We're at 90% on our slow inland one here, which of course I wanted to be trying to fill out here, but Cahokia is going to help us with all of that, and England's on the verge of cutting me off, meaning it actually makes more sense to probably pull off of Karankawa and just push northwest this way, but it's just the colonization is so slow through here. Yeah, we've got 3 out of 4. 4 out of 5, actually. Manakato's the last one. It's half done. Let me get my bearings again here. What am I trying to do at the moment? Well, continually build the economy for one, but the English patriots are going away. The Calvinists are neutral now. The Norwegians yet again, but I think adopting them will be good for that. The nobility is going away. I don't know how I have any Francian ones, but okay. Okay, that's the South African cores. Oh, that reminds me, there's a project we were working on, which was trying to get a Wombo and region too far down. It's up here. No, it's up here. There we go. I think we made 3 towns. Wombo did not get town status yet, but Namibe did. There we go. We need to have exploration options locally, so we need tools. And then we need, let's see, where's the other towns? There's Katara. In fact, we've already got a couple things going there. Books output, more research. So we just did tools. We need weaponsmith. Am I doing it? I'm not doing any explorations. Hold on, let me. Well, this is where all the explorations needed to happen. This area, we're starting to get the maps for free. Oh, right. We did get the option to go after these few guys. Maybe get both of these on the go. Here we are stuck to the area. So, lumber, tools. Okay, I need to get naval supplies, cloth, liquor. It kind of depends on what the overland is a little different than the naval search area. But you can see naval supplies is hurting here locally. Are there any other towns around here? Let me see. Yes. Oh, yeah. There's definitely some towns. Let's try this one and see if we can grab some naval supplies inland. Right. As for this one, way over here. That's fine. No, that's not what I said. Click the wrong spot on the line, you get the wrong outcome. Yeah, see, this one's different. It's cloth and liquor, which we seem to have plenty of locally. Yeah, they're both making their progress. Well, we'll do the third one later on. And I don't need to do any other explorations right now, but I do need to continue getting these guys the cloth, liquor, and everything else that they need. And there was another town, yeah. That was the third town. The brewery is nice, but we need the alcohol. I think they need the apothecary as well. Depends on just which one. I feel like they do kind of need more or less everything, though, for the region. A marketplace could be helpful. A counting house for local crown power. Actually, at this point, there's your Distillers Guild. Get that made. Okay, new map. Which one is this? Ah, okay. There was that kind of Eastern Canadian one that we didn't have access to. We're down to just one left in that region now. And there we go. Our Rockies exploration begins. Forgot that I had turned down my cost of court so much it's taken it a long time to recover, but expense for the cost of court has gone up. Okay, there's our Red River one. Army and Navy maintenance are stable. Food is definitely looking good. Up another spot now, 35th in the rankings. I want to see how quickly we're seeing a spread regarding institutions. Scientific revolution has already spread all the way to there. So am I picking up any? I am starting to pick up, yeah. There you go, 3% on military revolution already. The one farthest away, Egypt, is already picking up at 3% per month and 1% a month on the scientific revolution. Looks like we are well on our way towards those. I can, Caracas, okay, new map. I can potentially speed some things up. I probably have everything I can for that already though, but let me see. Trade advantage, burgers, marketplace, pop assimilation, trade advantage, trade capacity, market access. I might want to do some of those. The art school we have, library. Where do you have the theater? Wow, these, we have nothing. I don't need the counting house because the crown power is maxed. That glass guild looks like it would make some money. So would that spinners guild. I guess first and foremost, let's get some money going here. The tools workshop's always a good one. Market warehouse. Let's just go ahead and push that out and the general marketplace. At least add one more there. I'm surprised there's plenty of things that I have not done in the capital as of yet. But we were very pop limited for a long time, and it's grown more rapidly lately. Make sure we have everything. Scriptorium's the only one here. Yeah, see, here's another. We don't have a pound lock canal. That's local food production. Food production means more pops. Granaries are not anywhere near maxed out. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I just spent all our money just like that. I don't have a construction center. Jeez. Okay, well, the new heir. It's July 1st. Will he make it to 1641? That is the question. Okay, Mecklenburg's not available. I'm guessing it's still the aged Saxony might be an option. Who is this? Gelders. I don't know if I don't think we can really make that big of a push inland. Navarre? I think we're kind of in a, it really doesn't matter who we go for. None of them seem a great option. Maybe Burgundy. Okay, our CB is about to expire. Let me see how we're looking on that one. Fair bit weaker than England. They have recovered a little bit more now. They've got another 7k in levies. I have another 1 to 2k. But their navy's continually getting stronger now, 228. That reminds me though, I am not using my fleet according to design at the moment. Let's send them out. Aberdeen, Irish. Okay. Let's go fill in these good ones along here. Don't know if I need to... No, I don't need to add that one in. Take that one off the list. And add that one in. So back to this for a second. Johannes, I can check on that. Get out of the screen. Okay. That's Faroe Islands, right? Torshavn. There's 2,200. All Scots. I assimilated them a while ago because they were not of our culture. So I went through that process, and they are 100% assimilated as Scottish now. Fully Catholic. 1,700 laborers, 2,000 commoners. It's still very, very low pop base here in the area. I could add a market village or a fishing village to help increase the population here. That fishing village is only half occupied. Okay, yeah, no, nothing's gonna go very quick there. Parliament. We had our small window on England. It's gone again. Norway would come with Lithuania. What about Denmark? I think it's a good opportunity for a... That's only a 7 stab. But let me make sure I actually have a CB to grab somewhere. If we go for Denmark. There's your backdoor England. I forgot about that. I forgot about that opportunity. Beat up on Denmark, get the 25% war score. Kim, hey, welcome. Yes. Yeah, another bonus stream today. I was mentioning at the beginning that I am intent on, if I can, get through the 200 years left in this campaign within a 2-week period. I have new games releasing that I'd like to free up some space for on the channel, and then after a 4-week break, start the next EU5 campaign. So anyway, we could backdoor by going after Denmark. We can march right in, get the CB on the attached lands there. You get the 25% war score. You get 100% Denmark, so you'll get extra occupation there, and then meanwhile try to hold off and through our kind of back channels up here be able to get back into our lands. My vassals could very much take this land, so we would have a little bit of extra occupation score, and then full army, all the regulars and everybody kind of brought together here in the north might be able to fend off England. Might. Saxe-Lauenburg would join in too, so there's a more kind of free war score. And instead of really pulling land off of them, though, you have to take the war goal. But once you've grabbed the war goal, you kind of leave Saxe-Lauenburg and Denmark alone unless you separate piece Saxe-Lauenburg. But I would like to use that war score to chip away at England instead. We're going to do it. I've been waiting for this for a while. But France won't join. Not even close. They're at war for one thing, but even they take away that 100. Levy availability still a problem. I do have 5 years. Though. We wouldn't have to do it day 1. We could wait for France to be available. I don't think they would give me the best of times, though, when it would come to being a proper distraction against England. Only 24 times smaller than in real life. Yeah, what is the population? It's like 40,000? 50,000? I want this CB. I have 5 years for it. This is our backdoor way to get England. When England's the primary, you have to beat England. If they're the secondary, we can 55k. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to set this up. I'm going to try to wait for France. I don't necessarily have to, but if England is not distracted by France, it means they're 100% focused on me, and that could be a real problem. Uh, let's go ahead and do it. Let's get our most likely, and then let's grab a CB. Let's wait to see what we can get, unless we have a really easy contained military revolution. Oh, no. We don't want to lose our... Though 3% wouldn't take very long to overcome. The Merchants Guild, that could be an okay thing, though the nobility would be pretty dang upset for a second, but they're down to 41% on their insurgency level. So that'll be our first go-to. We'll wait and see. And if we get an event pop up that's negative before we take it, we can manipulate, get our 50%. Lumber output, that's a good one. I've had 3 super early days in a row. 2 taking my nephew to work, and then having my yearly physical, and then taking my nephew to urgent care for stitches. Like, that was a long day yesterday, but this morning, 3 a.m., I got up to take a friend to the airport. Okay, Admiral, First Fleet opened up. That's a good opportunity if we have a family member. Not that family member, though. Not the heir. The king. Yes. If he dies, it's okay. We have a good heir in his place now. What I'd like to do is sacrifice a little stab. Unless we have somebody about to die. 58, 28, 45, 31. So how likely are you to pass away? Let me see. Maybe who's weaker? Well, the family member's the weakest. We don't want to replace him. We want our nepotism right now. Hold on. Heir of ours, what is your strength? The increasing control. You have almost the same score. He's pretty decent with a 63, though. What's your 62? 43. Maybe there's your weak link. Oh, no, that's a family member, too. Though we could flip him to the one doing the control. So we do change this one after all. And then we're going to flip their role. So let's just appease the states for a second. Okay, you're going to flip to control. Increase province control, South Farthing. Okay, now you're going to assimilate. We're back below 40%. It's been a while since we've been that low. Alright, play to both of their strengths. To 3 family members, so now 3 out of 4 spots are filled. We also have our naval one. Ground power bonuses are now piling up, giving us 23% control once again. Overall control is down to 16, though, as we've been kind of preparing for this age and the problems that come with it of inevitable rebellion. Agdar's almost integrated. But yeah, anyway, I've been up since 3 in the morning, so 6.5 hours already awake today, even though it's barely past breakfast time. Alright, did I just finish? No, what's 40k smallpox. 55k lost. 26 locations. I'm guessing we're talking New World stuff. Smallpox down here. It most likely just swept through right here. That's probably where we just lost 40k. No, it's here. Oh man, this not a good place. We've been trying to build that up for so long. We're doing okay now. We only had the 2 towns. I should look into making more towns here. Let me see what RGOs. I don't want to interfere with the RGOs. Yeah, putting that on iron was not great. We want to put it on like fish. Oh no! Damn it. I got distracted. I do that every once in a while. Lose track of that timer. The issue fails. Sat on 48%. No events whatsoever that entire time. Anyway, getting maximum control here has been a problem because we can't get anyone near city status. So we cannot get a naval governor in there. Anyway, let's just move on. We'll get the next one. The issue itself wasn't an important one. It's just wasting 7 stab and wasting the opportunity to get that CB, which we'll now have to catch the next time around, I guess. It is what it is. Yes, Kim. All 3 institutions spawned. 2 of them in the HRE. The 3rd one, the military one, in Egypt. The Egypt one, though, the military, is spreading the fastest. So we have already... we're at 89%, gaining 3% monthly on military revolution. As for the scientific, it was at 1%. It's grown to 1.77. We have not yet been able to get access to manufactories, but it'll come through. Those 2 are both in the HRE and going pretty quickly. There you go. Rockies discovered. I'll go check on that in a second. So yeah, both spawning out of here. You can see kind of how that spread's going. Burgundy doing pretty dang well. They've already got 2 and are soon to pick up a 3rd. Good on them. As for France, we're looking at nothing on military revolution. They've already got scientific, and of course the enemy, they've got scientific. Not getting very far on the others, so we are a bit ahead of the curve on. We're gonna have 2 of them when England has just 1. And the military revolution obviously is going to have that bigger impact on trying to get things going in regards to having a military advantage over England, albeit temporarily. Okay, 98% is not bad. What? What? Oh. Why do we have a 1-year-old as our heir? Doesn't matter that he's on the cabinet. You're not giving up your... The heck? How is this 1-year-old girl the heir? The dead 16-year-old son? His wife was pregnant when he passed away. And their child, the crown princess, is now the heir. Keflavik, okay. And Red River. Okay, we've got 2 done. Right. So our dead heir, he and his widow's child. Ooh, there's Castile cutting in on us. That's all Castilian land. So we've just unlocked the Rockies. We've unlocked up here. And there's your window of opportunity to cut off England. That's another one of those opportunities, right? If we chip away at England, this land is cheaper. You could almost create a barrier of some sort, like taking this sort of land off of them so that they don't have an inland push possible, at least through areas, and kind of start to cut them off and maybe finish cutting them off later. Let's go ahead and get this exploration on the go. Which means I still could do one more without much interference. I'm going to let this all just kind of come naturally. This is more about what's over here. And I want to... Oh, you're only going to let me pull from way down here at the edge. Is this all one market? No, it's a different market. So if we're going to make our way around the coastline, we have to build up Sofala. As I've been working on Congo. Okay, let me see what I can do with Sofala in terms of pops and promoting anybody to a town. Nothing. We are low population through this area right now. We are going to have to get into... we're still colonizing in the area now, but we're going to have to get, what, settlements? Yeah, pop growth, migration, attraction. Pull a settlement into kind of each capital along here. To help that out. Now, that's not to say that we can't at least do an area like this as a test run. Find out what we're missing. Cloth and liquor, and we have both. Okay, so we will get that exploration done, and all of these are possibilities. Banned books. Research progress. My favorite. We're going to take a little prosperity loss in one location. That doesn't hurt. Weapon workshop just became available. I think we can go straight into that weapon workshop. Let me find where you're hiding. Agder is integrated. Nice. Hey, weapon workshop, where you hiding on me? Ooh, so I can get into city walls now that we have cities. Minimum fort level. We could use that bonus on our capital in particular. Viborg. And maybe Berwick. Just get them all. That's all 3 of our cities right now. It's a bonus to your castle level. Makes it harder for them to siege you. Let's get more integration on the go. We have lots of places to integrate. Let's see, percentage-wise, we've got a couple around 70. Stolp, that's way down there. Vestfold, that's the next one in here. But do I want to get the next one when we only have part of a state? When we will eventually get, so Nord-Trøndelag might be better. Let me see what let's get this done. We don't have to worry about them being part of revolts in the future. That's it. Just 11%. I guess it hasn't been that long since we took Norway. No, it was a male heir, so the male heir remains in the family. Yeah, the whole reason why we lost. The whole reason we lost that particular, or why our heir changed, was the child of the actual heir being the next in line. Even though he never sat on the throne, his kid becomes the heir instead of the sibling, which is an odd one, but okay. Kansas, yeah, we're gonna keep you with Scotland. Call to arms against Mali. It's fine. That's another war, though, that we don't want to be sending troops off for. Okay, another map. And now we can get our next. Cahokia is continuing to push out and help us get ahead of England, but that does make the war score situation a little bit harder when we turn around. We don't have a truce with them anymore, so we actually could go after Cahokia again. But I have no troops in the area. And I would like to get started on like Tamtok or these 3 miners in this area and then Tamtok, but like I don't see a situation where we are cutting off. It looks like Karankawa is off to their own advances here at the moment. That's impassable terrain, so we would have to go. Oh, so is this. So we are effectively cut off up to here. In which case, how much is this one gonna hurt? We'll find out. I'm guessing it's a like plus 22 type situation again here. So far inland. Gotta wait for that first month to tick by, kind of see where we're at. South Farthing seems to be assimilating a little bit faster now. Oof, plus 11? Oh, that's brutal. 7 sparse locations. New cores. Okay, that's the 5 there. Okay, 2 new explorations on the go. Karankawa, they're taking double attrition. It's gotta be... no smallpox. Why are they taking attrition? Pikemen on the Gulf Coast in October. Like, commoners unhappy. Like, why are you taking attrition? Tornado. Oh, dude. Okay. I had a let's see here. Let me give you a map reference for this story. We were, if I can find it, you're not looking very native to me at the moment. somewhere in this region. No, that's got to be, let's see here. Here's your Indiana. Oh, it's down here. Somewhere around this region is Fort Knox, where I was stationed long time ago when I was in the U.S. Army. And I had a tornado total my car. That was quite the situation. It was hail about this big around from the tornado. The tornado itself did not hit my spot in the barracks or my car itself. It touched down like right after, but in that prior to touching down, missing the main. It was still on base, but it was not in the populated portion of base. But yeah, the preemptive part, it struck with gigantic hailstorm and then touched down like half mile after the populated portion of base. And so yeah, that was an interesting experience. So France, how are you doing on your... You seem to be doing okay on your recovery. You're looking quite strong. You're still at war because you just called us into one. This is your only active war, though. 5 battles, so you're there. Joy. Yeah, things are not off to a good start for this one. Oh, there's the Nazima. Promote institution cabinet action. There you go. We put that one in place to help spread the institutions faster, which means we can push off of converting Moray and go straight into promoting the institutions. Oof. Except for they are terrible for it. Okay. If we start with Lothian, yeah, there you go. We are pushing our capital too, and then speeding up the others around it as we get another free research off of someone else. Now, if the Crown Princess dies, I think we flip back to... Well, do we? I don't know if we flip back to her uncle. I don't know if that's the case. Patagonia now. So we're getting... Wow, yeah, see that's... Oh no, it's Naples. Naples has done quite well. Is this Naples up here, or is this... Oh... They just have a very similar color, but so the southern half of South America seems to all be Naples. So Portugal is not everything. Really? I've rolled negative traits like every time. Every single time I get negative traits. Not every, but absurd majority. So, which one are you now? Goring Kai, probably the one up here, because that's the only one that hasn't finished today. Does not appear to be this one. It's down here. Okay. That will get us down to the tip of Africa, the southern tip of Africa. Meanwhile, you are still colonizing here? That's just a lot. Okay, that's a lot of locations. We're going to be down to 2 to go here shortly. But those all just chord. Zimbabwe coast. Whoa. Okay. I would take this one as well, and this one in the near future. How are you guys doing on your pop growth down here? Probably it's not rapid enough. We could do the same thing for... Oh, we've already got the settlement there. I'm gonna give them more. The fishing village apparently would do the best. Be the most efficient, so go ahead and give it to him. Okay, we are up to 2,000 here. That's copper. The fishing village would also be the efficient one here. Wow, that was fast. Now we just started that exploration, it feels like, and it was done immediately. Land-wise, this is the biggest. Let me see. Oh, nope, it's tied to down there instead of to its north. So we'll search for these guys. Plenty of cloth and liquor, so yeah, these explorations should all be done quickly and easily enough. We're at 10% now for the spread of military revolution locally, and we've got scientific revolution in the capital, and we're at 25%-ish on the last one as that exploration is done. So that's again everything up here that we can do, as we just got Kong. France's war is not going great at the moment. -2. I'm up to 130 ducats. We do have 2K. We did leave behind 2K troops down here. House of Parliament, Crown Power, permanent parliament, push towards liberalism. Before I forget, I want to take care of that right away, and then I think we are going to move that 2K towards like Cahokia and see if we can't finish off. Making them our vassal. Should be here. House of Parliament, there you go. 708, no problem. This is country benefit, not local, so that's crown power to the entire country. That's a healthy boost for me, but it's not 20% additional, it's a 20% modifier onto what we have, which is 10. That's it. That's actually a healthy bonus right there. That should put me above 25. Maybe. About 25, that 20% modifier. South Farthing at 32 on the assimilation factor. It's getting there. The big thing was that last location. What was it? This one. Okay, we just lost a cousin. Yeah, still only 3%. That one's coming along slowly, but I really don't need that one to core. There's no reason to wait for that particular one. Another map. In fact, once we have kind of Reykjavik, we might just move on. Reykjavik's at 36%, that one's at 41, now it's at 38. So really we would get all three of those and then you just ignore the last one and move on to something else. First Fleet, taking attrition. Let's look at the institution spread on a more grand scale. Yeah, down to just the manufactories here in the capital. It's not spreading rapidly, but it's spreading. That's spreading a lot slower than I would like it to. So he's got bonuses. We are giving the bonuses on the manufactories, like 232% chance, meaning he's going to get a bonus every single month on that. I think that's what we're looking at. I've never used the promoted institutions before. We have a 1.5% chance on bonuses regarding scientific revolution in Dunbar. Well, probably more than just the three, right? It's only showing the top three, but so it's not providing a big boost, I think, in part because he's not great. Another map. Get off institutions and see. Yeah, more and more of South America is becoming known to us, which is good. So we got Zimbabwe. Much stronger than them, so that would be an easy conquer here eventually. You got Kilwa up there. There's our peace with Sangana. That's still not, that's just one of the allies. Now it's down to just Mali. Mali's still got quite the force. Mali is very OP. I think a campaign with Mali very much could be in our future. Clan have proclaimed a country, war of independence against us. Being backed by Ramsdalen, Galway, Ongwena. Okay, did I see that one coming? Right now the Calvinists are going away, the Icelandics. See, there's your get them dealt with, right? So you don't have to deal with them anymore. The Prussians are very neutral. Francians. The Lairds are almost gone, down to 8%, going away quickly. So very few threats at the moment, but wait, the English Patriots were going away rapidly. What did I miss on that one? They are being backed by England. Okay, we have our war with England. We very much want to call France. Treaty's honored. But why in the world would this rebel? This has been ours all along, and it's been Scottish all along. They've been happy, as far as I knew, all along. Call up all levies, 60,000 or 61,000 roughly. Up here as well. Okay. One location there. Are they backed by England? Norway again and again. That's one of those reasons why we very much want to get that tolerated culture sooner rather than later. So a little native, tiny native rebellion is... Oh, okay. Mongwana, the Cahokia lands, which gives me the inspiration to push on up and go get that. And get those 2K troops in place to take care of Cahokia. I don't see England being part of this. You told me England was part of this. They are not. You were integrating. Oh, right. They were integrating somewhere up here. Well, let me keep you on integration. Just find somewhere that needs it still. Oh, that's right. They were integrating up here. And yeah, we still have all of these guys. Could help us keeping them out of rebellions. Still have our Danzig region. Well, it says they are backed by England, but no sign of it at the moment. But we are acting as if England is going to join this thing. Okay, we just took out those 147. Let's get you guys straight on up here. Okay, we've already got that one under control. Okay, we should be able to do things like this. Let's get you out to that one. Okay, nobody there joined in. Nobody here joined in. There are more troops up here. It's January. They can't move around right now. Not freely. Alright, bring you back over. Okay, the backed by England thing was not the case. This one is not a traditional civil war, it's a separate war score. Oh, are they? That's our capital right there. That's the one we're going to have to recover before we can... Shouldn't have attrition here. Are getting attrition there, so that becomes a better spot to stand while we wait for April or May when we can finally march into there. go take that. I don't know how well you're going to do on that castle, but... There's our 2K. It's April. Are you able to move? Yes. Which means you should be able to move as well. Nope. Or not. I can get you into as far as here. Okay, we can get you to Nadaros. Alright. Bring those levies into play, and we know that the Wangwana troops have moved this way for some reason. Running and hiding. The main thing we need to do is get the location down here. Really? I guess they're not native anymore, right? They have our tech, so they had us slightly outnumbered. Not much of them left. How far are you? You're gonna run all the way to here. Well, let's bring the other 4 guys up there to help you. Bring the other 37 to help you as well. Get you all merged together there. Colonies are not being very helpful though at the moment. All right, now you can march on down there. More scores climbing. Oh yeah, all of those colonies are coming in strong. They'll get in there soon. Not worried about those 600. Just go siege land for the war score. But once we have the siege here done, that'll be our time. Oh, nice, Stolp. That was fast. Let's go ahead and get our next integration. We can do the one right next to it. This one's only at 33%. Oh, the 572 just got wiped out by 2,000 for... Oh, yeah, that's up here. We got 6K. We'll be fine. War score's at 43. Like, we're not in any stressful kind of situation. Just need to win that siege and you're done. And they've already wiped out the enemies in the area, it looks like. So, Cahokia, we need to build that spy network. Call to arms, France, against Mendy. They've been active. They have been active. I'm going to march those 200 in there. If they get cooked, they get cooked. If they can't, they don't have enough men. But hopefully with them standing there, others will come and join. Norway joins coalition. Call me into a war, you're already on 31%. Now you could chase them down. 12K, there we go. Siege begins. The all important last one to be able to close the deal on this. Okay, there's that exploration complete. And I guess we just head down the line with how things are going now. Yeah, this will all be done fast enough. We've got 3K. We have some money to spend also. And there's that Monguena group destroyed. Oh, they ended up back. We chased them down and back up. They are not stack wiped though. So go chase them down yet again. Siege still at minus 42. Okay, another region. Where is this one? South America, good. Cabinet member. Efficiency of cabinet minus 2.5%. There we go. Okay, we caught up, finished them off. And end up getting that siege done. We can unsiege these on our way. Oh, joy. The little ice age situation begins. Food, though, is not a big problem. We will be okay. Minus 35. Going so slow. And all I have is one group of regulars, so they're not going to help you much. Okay, the Mendi War is done. Mali War is still ongoing. West Lunda. That's our next exploration, so that's going fast. Cannon Workshop, another building done. So we finally finished this. It's February. We're a little stuck at the moment, but we can march to here. Okay, I think we just got another Canadian exploration through England. There's their 2,500. Really don't need to have a fight though. Institution, 25%. Oh, that's just right here. Nope, you can't get there right now. Can you get to here? No. Norway, the only one who currently hates us. Not worried about these guys not having a commander, by the way. We're in a pretty easy situation. May, you should be able to move and not be having this attrition. My goodness, it's late May. Oh, they left me alone? You gotta be kidding me. Jerks. Let's just bring our 2K over there and deal with it that way then. That's all we need. Finish that siege to win the entire war, and they just walked away. The AI still has some work to do. Norway have joined the war. Is it just Norway? It's just Norway, but Norway have joined the war, therefore we now need 57,000 strong, that's nice. Time to transport some troops. One of the war score took a big negative turn. Parliament. Another chance for the particular CB we're looking for. Oh, 34%. That's it. Only 46. States are doing well. They are spending money like crazy. 27th. Let's wait till the turn of the month. Get a little recovery going. Parliament members in scandal. I'm going to take the -5. A little busy at the moment anyway, so let's get you up here so you can go invade Norway. See, now this is all being called Norway. It was Ramsdalen. Now it's Norway. Okay, now I am worried about giving you a commander. Not that you're going to live very long, but... Pull back to here. They're coming after me, it looks like. Down to 20%. Did somebody else just join, or did we really just lose that much war score off of another? Down to 36. Songhai just dropped out of the Mali war. Mali was the only one in the war. Songhai must have joined in. Okay, go take that first. And we need to go back and get more troops. Right now we do not have the war score to end this thing. We also have the -25, so you take that castle, you're going to instantly add 25% to the war score. Okay, we have lost sight of them, by the way. And now I do not want to lose this one. Go take those guys out. Oh, it's October. Entering winter again. Another... Man, we are just hitting negative event after negative event after negative event today. It's like I've had like one positive event and about 15 negative events today. It's crazy. Absolutely wild. Another... I am not going to bother trying to get that one up now. Norway has caught up to my 12K. While the other group was on the way. Another 4K right here that we might want to just add in, and we're not going to send you to there anymore. We're going to send you to here. These guys will pull back to there at least. The 4K are going to get here a lot faster, so let's go grab them. We're down to 2%. That one battle was worth, like, how much war score was that worth? That was worth a lot. 25%? 21% war score for one battle that we didn't even know was going on. Because they snuck around and came after us instead of chasing the group that they looked like they were chasing. They were traveling north after these guys who are still stuck in place. Issue fails. Another location fall. It's just, they've been stuck. They couldn't get to them. This is great. Freaking great. Court and country about to tick by. Stability needs to go above 50 fast. We need to invest in stability. We're going to take a little bit of a loss here to make this happen. Nope, we're not going to take a loss. We're okay. Okay, we have a colony done. We did finally get there, and we're at 28%, so we're about to flip that war score very much in our favor. But you are what? Sell us Agito. I think that's the one. Up here, is it? Yeah, Agito. Okay, so the next here. It's just this location along there. They're still stuck and taking stupid attrition. You're at 20%. Okay, this will be a large enough force to take on Norway once we get them over. And there goes your war score. War score flip in a month anyway. So that's going to be task done. We can get after Cahokia. Now Orland Falls. Don't hold the whole state yet. Gotta wait another month. Let's get to Sonidad first. Let's go get a blockade going. Another negative event. 250 ducats? Jeez. No thanks. Saga must have joined the Mali War. Another random nation joined the Mali War. Okay, let's get back in here, get this under control again. Guyana, another map, shipyard building. We are in the middle of a civil war. What are you talking about? You can't trigger. I'm in the middle of a civil war. Pfft. Oh, found them. They were standing in Tonsberg. Balanced fight, even though we outnumber them significantly. Once the flanks fall, though, we'll crush them in the last little bit. Open up the gap. They lose 14,000, but I lose 9,000. And that's with not all the regulars. The artillery did not come. They're still standing over in the capital. Still, the attacker ticking score still has not flipped. Come on. Well, let's go check on it. That's 100%. That is 100%. Why would you still... What is the attacker? Ramsdalen? But that's your... Okay. That's not the... the war goal. The main enemy. There's your war goal. It's April, so we need to get out of here and get up to grab the actual war goal so we can end this thing. Especially now that the occupations blockades has flipped. They get 21% from their little victory, and then I turn around and do not even have a Tonsberg, 1%. I get a 1% war score for winning that fight. These guys can't separate peace, I'm not sure. Everybody keeps randomly popping in. They keep getting piece after piece, or is this my piece that France is... No, because I didn't have anybody else in the war. Well, he's trying to get us out of the war. You still can't... It's June. How are you still not moving? You're finally moving. That's the only target that matters now. That's the actual capital that we're dealing with. There's the 2,000, the group that they were chasing, that they were pursuing before. We don't know where the leftovers, the remnants of this group is. The Norwegian group, the 10k or so that they have left. They have 10k left, mostly regulars. But if we can make it down into there, and we can. Okay, there's West Lunda. We have a new core. Okay, now I need you to stand there. 52%, just like that. There we go. Yeah, like, who are all these random nations? Still can't take what is already ours. We hold the capital. Which means we're gonna have to go siege that down. And it's September already. It's gonna take us another year to march. There's the 10,000. They made it. They're going to get the siege going. We could go help that siege, but we're helping this siege right now. They're on Sonderland. We'll be able to get more war score. That's a fight I want. Almost 3-to-1 advantage now, which is a much bigger advantage than what we had on the last one. Do I want to bring over 17,000 more? Well, to help up there, we would. Now, Boss Falls. Barely have an advantage anymore. I hate this Court and Country event. Absolutely hate it. And we're getting it just simply because we can get it. And it says no civil war while we are literally in the middle of a civil war. It is a terrible, terrible event that will drive me nuts. Chinokwa. Is that the South African one? Coming of age. Ruler's son. The one that should be the heir. Oh no, this is the last son, right? Yeah, Chinokwa. Okay. We've turned the corner. Check back in. Yeah, we still can't get this back under control. Everything else is controllable. Can't get Agder either. Why not? Oh, just because I don't have the whole state. Okay. This is all what was ours, so taking this back first. I want to see where we're at. We obviously still have the one castle location that we don't want to give away, so we do want to get. Yeah, there's your Ramsdalen. We can't quite get all of. And there's your Norwegian stuff, which is going to cost a lot more. But we're on plus 57, and we will have a very healthy score after getting that last location still. So that's taking back all but one thing of ours so far. And we're on plus 56, meaning we are going to be able to take a bit off of Norway, but we've got to wait for this siege to finish to take back what is ours, and that means we want to wait for this one to finish, plus 28. We want to go take out those 10k to get a better war score, to take a little bit more off of Norway. And then we want to finish that one, which is at the minus 21. And we do have 4,600. France has brought a small expeditionary force in. That'll knock off the 2k that are around us. And that's the colony that just finished. Come on, they're up to 0. Don't let them get there first. Ooh. Austria. That's an interesting choice. Let's check Mecklenburg again, and yeah, we've got some family. And Genfs, they have plenty of children. Ooh, hello, that's jumped to 14. Finish. There we go. Here's the fight. And we 2-1 from the beginning. Flank fell early. Not a full stack wipe, but absolutely crushed him. Let's go take Tonnesburg. %81 war score now. Big jump. The battles score also flipped in our favor. We're at +12. We got 19 for that. And Court and Country kicks off. Okay. Okay. Absolutism. We're going to push for absolutism. Yeah, 20. Minus 50 stability. 50 stability. Or we could lose 25 legitimacy and push towards liberalism away from absolutism. Absolutism comes with some pretty healthy bonuses. The crown power increase is huge. And the estate's equilibrium is a minor offshoot, but revoke privilege costs, pop join threshold, all dropping are too good. Okay, 50 stab. It's going to give me a -3. The absolutist influences -15%. That's the event. This is the crap we're going to get. 20-year decay modifier on that one. Nowhere near as bad as it was on 1.0, but it's like the worst event in the game. And our research queue has cleaned out. We were doing our 3rd age stuff. We don't have any 5th age yet, so let's jump back into 4th age and see what's here for us. Possible government reform. That should have been unlocked forever ago. Crown power. Monthly literacy. Max literacy. Yes, please. Legitimization of power is probably going to be a good one. Machiavellian. War score cost. Okay. That should be much better. Machiavelli's huge historically. I still have his book. Leviathan. Crown power, separatism, and push towards absolutism. Yeah. Okay. Supreme Court. Dev growth, crown power, proc speed. No brainers. Those are big things. Tax efficiency. Cabinet seat. And the urban rights I need to get into. I need to understand how to use those. There's a benefit to be had from those. Galley is what level of ship? A galley. Sure. Market attraction. Probably an opportunity to make more money, right? But I've already queued up so much in just a very short period of time. You know what? Let's halt there. We are in the middle of something. Let's finish the something. Okay, that was it. There's that. Let's go stand on their capital. Is there anything else that I can do quickly? We'll try to get down here. But 90%, this is going to be a big ol' haul. And I think 92%, that's close enough. Okay. Last location. Plus 75 and a 42 war score. Let's beat up Norway. Let's beat up Norway. We already have this state. Let's finish it off. That's only a 50 and a plus 67. Cannot take Oslo at the moment, but I don't think we're going to get the entire thing anyway. Festfold. That's 79. As for the antagonism, there's not going to be much because all of our stuff is not going to come with antagonism. This is mostly just Norway. Sweden's going to be a little upset. We'll have to watch out for that one. There's not going to be much more that I can grab here. In fact, that might be about the limit. Can I? Hold that thought. Can we? Where are you? Why do I not see? Where is, like, a Norway specific? Can I not? Do I need a separate piece? Hold on. Right now we're plus 44 on Norway. Revoke cores. That's nice and all, but release from Stalin. Norway becomes a vassal. 118. Cannot get all of Norway. And they're on a minus. It's less than. Is it less than a year? It hasn't been less than a year. A month. It's been 11 months. Let me wait a month. I want to see what we can get potentially off of Norway if we were a separate piece, because right now we're taking like 1.5 states. That's not much. That is not much. I think we can do better. There's their remnants, 7K. Okay, we've got our 1st of May. Let me see. Hey. Wait. That's just a truce. Where's my, like, make demands on? Cannot negotiate with the overlord as a revolter in a subject revolt war. Oh, it's the type of war. We can't separate piece them. So we have what we have here. Plus 79 still gives me a little bit of a pathway towards something else. The antagonism is going to lock me in here pretty quickly, though. We really can't take much more than what we have. Do we want to pull from, like, down here? Sweden's gonna just barely cross the 40 threshold, 41. That'll drop fast enough. They will not join a coalition by pulling that one more, and then you're leaving Norway with just this from that point on. I think we can manage that one, and then grab the ducats we can grab. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Take back all of ours. Take back a little, or take a little bit more of Norway with a manageable anger level by Sweden. And somehow the Mali war is still ongoing. Dang. Let me send my levies home. Or you're not going to really let me send my levies home right now because we're still at war with Mali. Coalition disbanded. Coalition of one. Stability is going to be above 0 here in just a second. But we still have court and country, so we're going to have to wait at least 10 years to end it. Alright, we just finished the integration of our other Northern European location. Right, we got both of those two. They're separate states even though they're touching. Now we have all of Vestfold. We can work on that one. All right, how are we looking? Mali's still strong. France, you've lost like 150k, 200k. I've lost 46, but that's a different war. Not related. White peace. Okay, the war is done. Not diplomacy. Military. Levies. Go home. Recover. Okay, we're back to neutral. We'll start working on the circumstances surrounding the court and country, though, in a second. Terrible event. Not as bad as it used to be. The Icelandic Patriots continue. How are we doing on the... we have our charters. We have no exploration, so that's an opportunity. Cahokia spy network. Let's go ahead and get our CB. Not tributary. We want the exploration one. Subjugates 30% higher cost. I have no... Oh, I flipped them. I flipped their religion in the last war, so we don't have that CB this time. Food access, yes. Okay, yeah, it's not going to take you long to get back to full strength. You will be fine. We need to wait for you to recover a little bit. Rein in the elites. Impose restrictions on the nobility. Rein in the wealthy. Rein in the religious. Rein in the commerce. We do have some opportunities to make some money and push things. But what I want is the end requirements. Minimum's 10 years, but then you need other things. 20 years will automatically end it. And it's one of these, so we need to have Crown Estate better than 33%. Less than or equal to 18 estate privileges, and 80 absolutism. Not sure we're going to get that one done. Okay, army's fully recovered. Now it's just the navy. All of these. Nobility at 65%. We can turn taxes down to get there. Clergy at 65%. Their standard is supposed to be 65, so we should be able to get back there. Burghers and commoners are easily there. We would have to have 50 liberalism, though, and I'm going the other direction. So we're looking at 20 years or all the way to 80 absolutism, and we could maybe get there. The estate privileges, 18 or less. Let me see how many we have right now, because I've given out a fair few. 3, 6, there's 8, 11. Oh man, we have way more than 14, 17. 4 more is 21. 24, 27, 29, and 6. We have 35. It would have to be half of what we have right now. And crown power up to 33. The crown power one could happen, especially with another reform coming, but the 80 absolutism can happen, but knocking these guys down with one stab means, like, okay, I could revoke these. 0 cost, that's 2. I could revoke these. We could get down there, but then how do you have them be happy? Right now, they don't want to be happy. 12%. We need to probably go into an appease state with them because we have that negative modifier. Not the complacency one. Where is... It's probably in here. Yeah, it's just started. It's at 14.5 on the negative. 1660... 20 years. 20 years for the decaying modifier. I think we're just going to have to suck it up and survive the 20 years and not let the estates get too unhappy. Okay, check it back in. We now have all 3 institutions. Decline in spice trade. Nope, nope, that's integration. Wrong button. There we go. And our spread, like Berwick, 1%. It's about to get its first. It's a while yet before we're going to get the institutions on the go, but it's coming. Also doing well. London suddenly is doing just fine. They have all 3, a little bit ahead of us. Okay, let's build the economy. Local governor, embassy, diplo capacity, fog of war. Still not sure why you won't let me build a naval governor. Like, I meet the requirements as far as I know. The local governor one, let's check on Inverness. That's where we want to push it. 25,000 now. Let me try to push it out a little bit more, like more integration, or irrigation, that is. Max that puppy out. Build up that population base. Anybody else at city level? Dumfries still at 25. Glasgow still at 23. Just Berwick. Got 26k for Aberdeen. 29k. We're almost at city level there. 27, 26, 28. Just these guys. Oh, maybe it's time to push some of them towards city status. Varde could be a city now. Thistedd too. It's still rural. Oh man. So is Varde. Varde is still rural. Ribe is... Jeez. Well, let me think about control levels for these guys and maybe who's going to benefit. Stavanger at 48 might make a strong city. Yeah, 41,000 pops. Mostly all Scots. Let's go ahead and found a city here. Okay, I don't want to burn all my ducats. I do not want to risk the consequences of what comes with that. So let me look at some things like temples, hospitals, stuff like that. Little bit. Okay, mass build any temples. We spent 600 on it. 13 of them. I should have a lot more universities in this. Institution growth, very important. Get all the ones here regionally. And definitely for these guys, scavenger included. Oh man, universities are expensive. $474. That little ice age is going to come with a lot of negative events. We're promoting institutions and it's barely working. I think I'm going to just vacate that task and move on. We have the 3 mains now. It's just a matter of spread. Man, this guy's pathetic. Do we want to assimilate? There is recovery effort we could do. Where at? Like Agder. No, you know what? Those okay. Those are okay. There we go. Negative event. We can arrest the leaders, move towards centralization, make them unhappy, or we can do what? Change societal values towards decentralization. We're already maxed out there. That's okay. Tax exemption for a little while in a location at Sanoa. We'll take that. We're coming up on 5 million pops there, by the way. Just about to hit 5 million pops. That's big. That is big. That is huge progress. Did I not just change you? You're still promoting institutions. I thought I changed you. Oh, right. Appease estates, lairds. Try to offset the negative. They're still losing. They are still losing. We're going to have to tax them less. .14. We got to get that to something neutral. There we go. 0.65 positive. That's good. Possible government reform. There we go. There's a big one. You're okay. 46% is not bad. Let's get into that government reform. It's been so long since we've had an option here. Heretical heathen beliefs, humanist communalism. That's not bad. And we have that because of at least 50 humanist. Monthly prosperity, food production. We want to move towards naval, by the way. Religious. Pop conversion speed. No, we don't want to go towards traditionalist or spiritualist. Tax efficiency. That's a big one. Literacy is good. Not as good as I realize, or as I used to think it was. That's obviously good as well. Expand mining cost, culture capacity. That's one of the ones we were looking at. That could get us the Norwegians on our side here and now, but I know that there's tech that will make that happen. Siege ability. My stomach's saying hello. I don't know if the mic's picking that up or not, but it's talking. Remember, I've been up since 3 a.m., so apparently I'm ready for lunch. Actually, it is lunchtime. Tax efficiency, cultural tradition. Move towards inward. I think the larger 5% tax efficiency is probably the best option that I've seen so far. Crown power is not worth that much. As a modifier, the 5% tax efficiency, I think very much is. So that's the one we're going to go with. That's the one I almost took the last time. Crown power is up to 26% already, by the way. So we are making some gains. We're above the 25%. threshold. I'm not sure what the little modifier that kicks off with that one, but it's a good one. We are suffering from the bubonic plague once again. Call to arms. Thanks, France. And we're deceitful. Great negative event after negative event after negative event keeps triggering. All right, folks. So, stability, it's positive, but it's not great. France just keeps calling us into war after war after war, but we've dealt with our own situations here recently and seem to be under control, as only the Icelandic patriots are close to anything. Everybody else is negative. Anya Ta'aka, though, is having their own little moment. Nobility gaining at 1.78. Yeah, we've got to get that above the 30 here very soon. Let me go back into the economy here before it's too late. And we want to get you above 30. At least I might have to get them up to 40 temporarily. Fort maintenance is not needed right now, so there you go. There's a boost on that one. We're in a rough time. But we did some prep ahead of time. We are getting a CB for Cahokia. Our charters are doing okay, though Watapia is plus 10. It's still working on the first one. That's crazy. Children with better education, 4-year-old, let's help you out. We're at the stage where we can very much afford it. But yeah, Court and Country absolutely sucks as an event. We're 1 year in. We're 1 year in. Gotta suck it up and get through it. The 10-year option does not look like it's going to very much go our way, but who knows? We might be able to revoke some privileges and get to that stage and very much take control. Be a firm hand here going forward. Anyway, we still have manpower. We're doing fine on the army. We're doing fine on the new institutions. We're doing fine on tech. Mostly things have been good. The family stuff has been the main, like, just negative roll over and over and over and over again. We went through a lot of bad rolls through this 2.5 hour stretch. Like, absurd. Bad roll after bad roll. Hardly any positive rolls. Despite all that, though, we did okay. We were able to suck it up and kind of get through all of that. We took more off of Norway. We have continued to integrate and core, add another city, colonize, like, just little gains here and there, making progress here and there. Cahokia war coming soon. Did I move my 2K? No. Let's get you back over. Where's the capital these days? It's right there. So probably pick there as a launch point to go after Cahokia. England has cut us off through there. I don't mind them colonizing that a little bit. That's not going to make much of a difference on anything. Hello, what do we have here? Just random unoccupied location. Okay. We know a lot more about South America than we did before. We continue to be the dominant force in the southern half of Africa, or southern third of Africa, that is. And we've had the temptation of going after England, and right now is definitely, they have no standing army, just 133 levies, but we need our 20k back, and we very much need France, and our economy's grown by 100 since last time we checked on this, but we're still 500,000 behind England in terms of pops. They were at 200 to my 100. We're a little bit closer to them. It looks like they have taken some losses here recently. England is semi-vulnerable, but not vulnerable enough. It would be nice if they had their own little court and country issue, because that would be a good opportunity for us. That last vassal of theirs has been annexed. I might look into annexing the next one of these guys. Maybe this one. Something. Mayo. Annex Mayo. Connacht is too strong right now. I want their help. Mayo at least would get some proximity. But yeah, we're doing just fine, I guess. Not a great stretch for us, and it's going to be worse for the next like 18 years. Um, but at this point, it doesn't look like it's going to be detrimental to the point of stopping us. But another wave of smallpox, bubonic plague are both killing off some of our pops, and that's not very helpful. But